guys, it's Ashley from acbsgotbookcitement, and I am here with my July wrap-up and August TBR. Yes, I am. I know this will probably be uploaded like middle second week of August, but I don't care. At least you're getting one, or at least I'm filming one. Yes, that's what I tell myself. So, as most of you know, July was just kind of a month for me. I only managed to read 4 books. 2 of them were for school, and school was the reason that it was I had a summer class that ran from July 1st to July 31st, and there were just so many assignments that I had to do, so when I wasn't working, it just felt like I was always doing assignments or discussion boards or group assignments. It was just too many assignments, and it was very stressful, and I had to put BookTube on a little bit of a back burner just so I could get through the class. Good news, class is finished for the summer semester. Who knows what fall will bring, but hopefully I will be able to keep this up and the classes won't be too intensive. So anyway, I am back to booktubing. Yay! I missed it. I missed you. The camera. I missed it all. So I'm going to tell you what books I managed to read in July and then my plans for August, which hopefully goes swimmingly. Just swimmingly. It is the month of my birth, so it better be a darn good month. Yes. So the first book that I finished in July was Reviver by Seth Patrick. I ended up giving this book a 3.5 out of 5. I liked it. It is about this guy, well, there's these people that have the ability to revive the recently dead. And our main character works for the police, so he'll bring murder victims back from the dead to find out who their killers are. And he can only hold them for a short time. It's not like a permanent, you're alive again. No, they're still dead, but he can just communicate with them for a little amount of time. And yeah, it was an enjoyable book. The world building could be a little boring sometimes, but I do know that it's going to be a series, and I will probably check out the sequel if I see it. I mean, it was enjoyable. I liked the characters. So the second book that I read was Big Mouth and Ugly Girl by Joyce Carol Oates, and this is one of the books I had to read for school, and I ended up giving this book a 3 out of 5 too. It was an okay read. It really didn't have a storyline. I mean, it had a little bit of a story, but I don't think it was enough of a story to make it into a book, a novel. It just didn't feel there for me. It was about this boy who says something in the cafeteria, Matt. He jokingly says he's going to blow up the school or something. He's joking with his friends. And the school principal, school counselor, somebody takes it seriously. He ends up getting taken to the police station, questioned very heavily. So after being questioned by the police, Matt Donahue, whatever his last name is, comes back, and he loses all his friends. He's like a social pariah. Nobody wants to hang around him because they don't want to cast suspicion on themselves that they want to blow up the school or harm people or anything. So he gets kind of depressed, and then we have Ursula Riggs, who's Ugly Girl, and she comes to his defense. He goes to the principal and she says what she heard in the cafeteria, how he was only joking, so she ends up getting him out of trouble, and then they kind of become friends together. Yeah, but the story, it just wasn't really there for me. It was an okay read, but I don't know, because it all happened after the cafeteria scene, so you don't even get to hear what happened in the cafeteria. It's all after the fact. And I don't know, it was just an okay book. It was a book I never would have read if I hadn't have had to read it for school. You know those books. The next book that I read was Speak by Laurie Halse Anderson, which I actually have right here because I kind of own this book. I say kind of because my sister was the one who actually bought this, and then she got rid of a bunch of books, and I took it because obviously free books. I actually really like this one. I ended up giving this a 4 out of 5. This book is about a girl named Melinda Sortino. Something happened at a party. She called the cops. It was a summer party. The cops busted the party, arrested some kids, so she becomes hated at school because she got a lot of kids in trouble. But something happened to her at that party, something that she's never spoken of to anybody, and it's really messed with her since she never went to therapy or anything for it. So she's in a real dark place, she's real depressed, and you're just hearing her story her freshman year of high school. So I actually really did like this book. This was another one that I kind of had to read for that class, but this one was more of a you can pick what you want to read thing. So I picked this since I had it. And even though it's kind of a dark story, Melinda's really funny, and her high school observations are really funny. So even though something awful obviously happened to her, I'm not going to tell you what it is, though, because you have to read for yourself to find out. It was really good, and I really liked it. And it's a very quick reading. Very quick. So, I recommend this book. Then the last book that I managed to read in the month of July was Renegade by J.A. Souders. I gave it a 3.5 out of 5. I did enjoy it too. And what it's about is this underwater world thing. Like, this girl lives in this dome place that's supposed to keep them safe from the world above because something happened topside on the earth, and all these people ran down to this underwater dome that had been built, and that's where they live and they survive. And it's run by this lady called Mother, who is our main character's mother, kind of. The main character finds out that it's really not that great of a place, that there's secrets, and that the reasons that they are down in this underwater dome are different from what she thought. And the story starts off when someone from the top side manages to make his way into the underwater dome world called Elysium, and no topsider is supposed to get in there. Topsiders are usually killed once they come in there. But she finds this guy, she ends up falling for him, and then they try to escape together. And I really loved the world building, like the underwater world was cool. I liked that. And the characters were okay too. The only problem I had with that book was that the main character, I can't remember her name, Evie, that's what it is. Evie, you never knew who she was because she has kind of been brainwashed in this world. So when you first meet her, she's just like, my life is just about perfect. Like, she keeps saying that over and over again. But then she figures out she's being brainwashed, so then she changes into a different character, and then she finds out more stuff about herself, and that changes her into a different character. So she's not the same character throughout the book, so you kind of get confused as to who she is next. But the guy he was cool though. I liked him. Gavin, he sounded pretty cute. That's what he sounded like to me. So that was all that I managed to read in July. I know I look different. That's because I filmed this on a different day. So don't be alarmed. I didn't do like magic or anything. Wish I could, but I can't. So anyway, I'm going to go on to my August TBR. Yay! I have managed to finish 2 books in August so far, which I'll talk about in my August wrap-up. You know how that goes. There has to be some form of excitement to get you back for August. So I just have 4 other books that I would like to read this month and hopefully finish. And then maybe if I do that, I'll read some more. Yes. So I'm currently reading The Resistance by Jim O'Malley. This is the 2nd book in a dystopian trilogy kind of thing, and it's all about a world where this drug called longevity was discovered, and longevity cures mortality. It allows people to live forever. But because people can live forever, no new people are allowed to be born. And in the first book, we met the character Anna. She was a surplus person, a drain on resources. and we were with her as she was in Grange Hall, and she managed to escape and all that stuff. And so in this book, we're with Peter. It's mostly been told from Peter's point of view, and Peter is the boy that Anna met in Grange Hall. And yeah, it's pretty interesting that Anna hasn't talked yet. I don't think I've encountered a book where the perspective just switches completely, like a book in a series. So I am interested to see where this goes. And yes, that's what I'm reading currently. Then I want to read The Hero's Guide to Becoming an Outlaw. Oh, this is the third book in the Hero's Guide series. I thought about reading it for #Yearathon for the month of August because their thing for August was middle grade, but I missed the week. But I can still read it and count it, and that's what I will do. But this is such a fantastical middle grade series. I love it so much. It's hilarious. It's all about these princes, the Prince Charmings from all the fairy tales, and who they really are. Because the fairy tales make them out to be just kind of bland, handsome princes with like nothing going on inside. But each of the princes are different. Some, as you can see from this one, this little guy right here, Duncan, are rather weird, while some look very princely. That's Prince Liam. So this is the third book, and it's supposed to be the last one, and I'm sad a little bit. I don't want it to end. I hope Christopher Healy has something else coming with the princes because I love them so much. So yeah, this is a great series. I can't wait to finish it, to read it, to see what happens next, and I love it. Then I have 2 books that I kind of want to read with my friend Allie, of Allison Murfitt. Now she's Allison Wadsworth. I'll link her channel because she's awesome. And we thought about reading books together. I read Miss Peregrine's Home with her, and so we decided to do it again. So it's going to be Light by Michael Grant, the last book in the Gone series. Another final book. I'm not sure I can deal with it. This is also a series that I love so much. It's crazy. And I can't wait to see how it ends, to see how the kids get out, if they get out. I mean, if they manage to survive in normal life because of all the things that have happened in the phase. So I'm very excited to read this. And then maybe, I don't know if she'll get to this one or if I'll get to this one or if we'll end up reading this one together. But we both also had Incarnate by Jodi Meadows, and we kind of wanted to read that one together because we'd each heard very good things about it from people that we know. And this one is about this girl lives in a world where souls are kind of recycled, so there's no really new people, I guess. It's kind of like reincarnation, maybe. But this girl is special because she is a new soul in this world, and they don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. So yeah, these are what I hope to get to in August. You already know what I read in July, and that is all I have for this video. Sorry it is so late. I know it's like mid-August now. I don't know what else you expect from me. This should just be the norm. Yes. So I will see you guys later, hopefully with more videos. Give me ideas of stuff you want to see because sometimes ideas don't come to me. Yeah, and that's all I got. Bye!